time. These are all original Adolph saxes.
What?
So these all date to between 1850 and about 1870.
Wow.
They're incredibly light. They're about half the gauge metal of a
gosh.
modern saxophone. So that's an 1860s Adolph sax tenor. And it's the key of B flat. But it feels like it's missing half the keywork because it is.
Okay.
But it plays great.
You said it's 18.
This one's about 1860.
Okay.
So good.
The keyboard feels great though.
Yeah, it does. I mean, Adolph Sax was a genius.
Man.
The sonic characteristics of this instrument are really nice.
So how did you get these?
Most of these came from Paris, from an antique dealer in Paris who we've dealt with for a number of years, and then we do the full restoration. Adolph Sax takes about 100 hours to restore every single thing on here. So soft solder lasts about 100 years or so. So all of these, all the tone holes, all the posts, everything comes back off in the restoration process.
Wow.
They're kind of a nightmare to work on, but they're a heck of a lot of fun.
Once again, y'all, J. Ross TV at Saxquest.
Adolph Sax.
The original. But he made everything. I mean, this is an old ophicleide that dates to about 1844. This is what he used as a sort of inspiration for the saxophone. This is a 9-keyed ophicleide. It actually uses a euphonium style mouthpiece.
Oh, okay.
But the story goes that he put a bass clarinet mouthpiece on that and thought, I can make an instrument that uses a reed but has more of a brass kind of tonality. Originally, it was designed to be used in the French military bands, so they needed something that could compete with the trumpets and the trombones.
And that was, wow.
And the ophicleide was a brass instrument, but they wanted a woodwind that could do that, so he came up with the conceptualized the saxophone.
And this is that's the progression.
Yeah, exactly. From that to these guys.
Yeah.
And you can see that. So this is a real early Selmer. You can see the similarities. This is one of the first Selmers ever made. Serial number 249 on that.
Wow.
That probably dates to about late 1800s, early 1900s, right around the turn of the century. But you can see a lot of the similarities to the Adolph Sax on that. Although they got the 3 keys on here now.
Okay.
Still only keyed down to low B. One day we'll get around to restoring this guy too.
249.
That's ridiculous.
What's that made of?
The brass.
Brass?
Yep. Saxophone really hasn't changed.
Nathan
all
Pence
that.
asking questions, y'all. J. Ross at Saxquest, y'all. Up here, going through the museum and checking out some of the awesome instruments that they've acquired from all over the world.
You know, the keywords change and all that, but the basic layout is pretty much the same.
So did
Just give y'all a quick look.
the evenness of the keyboard being straight up and down and con pretty
Real
much,
quick.
Well, kind of.
Saxquest is located in St. Louis, y'all, on Cherokee Street. But you can look up Mark Overton on Facebook and or either Saxquest, and it'll pop up. Behind the scenes, look. All right, they moving. Let me move. Pianist extraordinaire, Philip Dunlap.
Texting on my phone.
That's all right. Devin blocking the door like a crackhead.
So it's a nightmare for these things. Although most of the time, the way we learn to play saxophone.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know that they had that double.
Yeah, in fact, this is one of the first horns to try to incorporate a single octave key. And you can see what they did. This is still set up in the exact same manner as the double octave mechanism, where you've got the 2 keys here like this. But they made this one straight and then they split it. I mean, this is really pretty genius. So now you can see that when that thing is split, and when you go from A to G, it automatically switches, like a current saxophone. they quickly came up with a better concept than that.
Yeah, but it started from here.
That's how it started, man. In fact, this one they may have just cut this off because the original key would have just come down here and there would have been your second octave key. But this is Con. They were the first ones to develop the single octave key. This is around 1905,
Okay.
somewhere in that time frame. That was a big deal back then, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's major, like, just to have to coordinate that.
It made the
Can I try this one?
Of course, yeah, for sure. It made the fluidity of the instrument so much better.
And the horns are getting now a little heavy. The best yet, for sure. This is
What is that?
Kano sax.
A who?
That's the Kano sax. Saxophone in the key of F.
This is crazy. It was supposed to replace, you said, the Ova.
The English horn.
Oh, English horn.
It was the orchestral saxophone that.
But it feels like a soprano.
It does. It actually sound when you get up into the upper end, it has various soprano sax-like qualities to
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you guys still,
Well,
are these all playable?
You put some tobacco in the bottom of that thing there, boy.
I mean, some of them we haven't restored yet, but
Yeah.
the ultimate goal is to have all these up and running.
Is this a con? Or?
Got bass man Nathan Pence just hanging out, y'all. He
No.
playing bass tonight. What you got coming up, Big Nate?
It's a
Man, the big thing I got coming
it's the
up
same thing as the
pretty
common
soon
sax,
is
except this portion of it's
going to
curved.
Japan pretty soon, in a couple
But
months,
the F sax,
with Brian
it
Owens.
sounds great.
Oh yeah.
It'll mess you up when you're.
You gonna bring me back some rice?
Yeah, you betcha.
How long? Hey, now how long you been playing, Nate? You're a young man.
I've been playing electric for about 5 years and upright for about 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
what is this?
Well, see, now you're becoming the first call
Yes.
musician around here on bass,
I know
man.
about that.
Well, every time I look up, you on the gig.
I had no idea.
Thank you.
Oh, there's all kinds of
Oh
cheap
my
stuff.
His cost is cheap.
I play for free.
I tell you one thing, you have to get a job sooner or later.
Do
Then
you have all of this information?
what is that?
Online, or is
That's
it-
that. Is that the? That's the saxophone.
It's a two-backs.
Okay.
James was playing when he played with Lonnie Smith at the Bistro. Remember that?
Was that the one?
I don't know.
Quick photo.
Yeah,
It was just a bass sax.
There you go.
Can you send it to me?
Yeah.
But he wasn't playing that, was he? That wasn't what James Farr was playing.
Yeah, that was it.
Was it?
I think there was plenty there. So.
This is killer.
Yep.
There's a
Slow, man. You
Like
slow.
this ball is ornamented. So what does that do to the sound? It captures it?
Well, yeah, it's actually important for the sound. It stabilizes the core a little bit because a normal saxophone has a bottom bow, and the volume of that bottom bow dictates the stability. You know when you get that low C wobble sometimes when a horn's
Yeah.
leaking, it's the volume of that bottom bow that dictates that. So this effectively takes over the job of that bottom bow, so it stabilizes the tones on the instrument.
Okay, wow.
So it basically stabilizes the sound column that's going through.
Yeah, it's just like coming out, it's not.
Right, so it actually has an acoustical reason for being there, but it also looks good.
Yeah, okay, no, I'm sure, I knew it definitely was,
Coming on the set, y'all, drum extraordinaire Montez Coleman.
Montez.
Hey, there he is.
I don't know what he doing.
Don't put that on YouTube.
Let's go. Well, don't be on camera. Everything I do go on YouTube.
That's right.
Cherokee.
Okay.
A little bit of everything here. We've got the Charlie Parker plastic saxophones. That's the Grafton, like he played in Macy Hall. We've got some super ones up there.
Is this the actual horn?
No.
Okay, but
No,
this is.
that one's sold for.
I was actually gonna
$250,000
ask you that.
I won't even need to unload them when you get home.
Do we know who even has it? No.
Someone with a lot of money.
That's right.
Man.
What we had again? But
Johnson Wabash on.
And then these are,
those are the King Super 20s.
okay.
So, Cannonball played it,
Whatever
played
his
Super
name
20s.
is.
Most of his career. Johnny Griffin played a tenor.
You know.
Super 20s.
Whose horns are these? Are
starts
these
at-
anybody's?
I think it starts at-
This was actually the Charlie Ventura
model.
model. Very few of those were made. But yeah, I don't know
When they have to put it on a chair or something.
Where do you get
So how did you get like,
Just over the course of 20 years, trying to hang on to the coolest horns.
yeah, that's really amazing.
Here's the whole progression of Selmer's history over there.
Should sell your work.
From the
Yeah.
real early horns up through bounce actions, bounce actions. Selmer made a few of this.
Take that straight up trade.
So this was in
Yamaha
1949.
intermediate.
Yeah.
Saxophone.
And the pad is actually a 4-2 back, it's a whole itself. They're very bizarre creation. So that way you don't need, there's no absorption, the entire pad cup is a resonator essentially.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Now I see it, okay.
Right. With a
How
flat
does it
disc.
sound? Is it more resonant?
It is a louder sound. It's a little, the key mechanisms are a little.
Who played this big old
Okay.
sax here, man?
Right?
When you say key mechanisms, like.
They must
Yeah.
have stole that from Hercules or something.
Yeah, they didn't.
You ain't got enough air to push through there.
And then World War II hit and they stopped production of it. So it was a very short-lived thing.
This one's called what?
That's a Selmer padless sax.
Okay.